Give me a second, make sure it fires up. Yep. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, click. Yeah. For those of you first joining us on this interview with a gamer, when you hear us 3, 2, 1, click, we're just two different rooms, so it's easier this way. What we're
Yes.
going to what we're going to do is just talk about my favorite area, Blender. I'm a theater major, and right now I'm just showing your basic startup settings. You know, you hit Control N, this is what you get. So to help answer and ask questions is my son Calvin. So take it away, Calvin.
Alrighty, so immediately here you are. You've checked reflective acoustics and the other option below it. Why?
Because I forgot I saved this file, so I wanted to switch it back to the master file, master
Oh,
settings.
okay.
Yeah, no, real to answer
So,
your question, all I'm doing here, and I go quick, is I'm showing how long it takes to do F12 to get to the image. I've already saved all these images, and we'll attach that later. But so your 10 point whatever. So I kept them all in the same position, so that way we have a testing reference. So that's all I'm doing right now. Sorry.
okay.
So that way you
All
can
right.
see the time and where
All
the lamps are. So yeah. Yeah, I
right.
changed that back to where it was because I unclicked it, but then I reset it so that way it's as if you had Control N settings. It is on
Okay.
Filmic though because I'm
I'll
spoiled.
make it.
Filmic is awesome.
Yes, extremely. Okay, so looks like you're still going through what the different lights look like.
Yeah,
All right, so GPU compute
it
and then
needs my
100
yeah.
quality. All right. Now here you did RGBA and a color depth of 16. What
Yeah, the
does that do?
RGBDA is so you can start using alpha layers. So if I actually wanted to use that as an overlay for CG, it'll have an alpha layer built in. Here's the biggest one: turn down your bounces.
Okay, but what does the color depth 16 do?
It's just more color range.
Okay,
I'm just trying to make my computer work a little bit harder.
how dare you?
There's the biggest one
All
right
right.
there, the Spiral 256.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that means that these squares that are rendering chunks of.
four times bigger than when you start. So here's the
Okay,
same 10-point lamp, 12 seconds.
and that
And
is with branched path
yeah,
tracing, which
yeah,
would have taken 25 seconds
hmm
if it was on the normal setting.
yeah.
Okay.
So basically, here's what it looks like. So then it pretty much looks the same. It's going to be a little grainier because I turned down the light bounces. But if you're just trying to get your point across and get some work finished, why not? Well, there are 12 seconds instead of 22 seconds per frame. That's going to add up.
Yes, yes, it does.
So here's,
Okay,
yeah,
so for this spotlight, it's going to take way less than 24 seconds. Oh yeah,
yeah, that's just a single spotlight centered. 12
not even
seconds,
11.
yeah,
That is more. That's slightly more than 50% of
yeah.
a
And
reduction.
there's some other things I can turn down because I don't need glossy. I could turn that off. I
Yeah.
don't need it. That would save me a lot of bounces. 11
First
seconds
of all,
instead of 20.
yeah.
So if
Okay.
you're trying to do your own animation cartoon type of thing, you throw a Hemi on because the shadows are very stark. Now here's an area light if you're doing film noir. What a great shadow cast it gives you.
Yeah.
And it comes out at 11 seconds or 12 seconds. 12 seconds versus 26.
That's a really
Yeah.
good
So
reduction.
your lamp will affect your render. None of them are the same. It's not the same time. Blender is a light program.
And what's funny is people keep saying that using a plane to be the emission source is always the best, but there's no shadows in this image.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for a specific effect, it has its purpose. I've done it before. I've used it. It gives kind of a creepy appearance. Now, here's my favorite is multiple spotlights. It's still not theater controllable, but man, is it close. Now I have depth to my image because of the shadows.
Ah, yes, there is
See?
plenty of shadow going on.
And I didn't have to worry about depth of field with my camera. Wait till we
Okay.
cover depth of field with multiple spots. Now here I'm adding color just because it creates a little bit different shadows.
Yeah,
And
and
now
it's
look at
already
that. Look right here. There's a little right on the iconosphere. Look how sharp that contrast is. Like you can tell that these are now on separate planes, and your eye knows it because it sees shadows. Normally our bane of existence, right, Donovan?
denoising.
Denoising. Man, does that add
Yes.
time, but it cleans things up.
Okay.
So here's denoising with multiple spotlights with the new settings. So basically, it's going to go over this thing twice to clean it
All right,
up.
so yeah, so the first time is to get everything actually made, and the second is to
Removes as
apply.
much grain. Yeah, removes as much grain as possible. So here I am at, normally this is 26 seconds at startup at 50% compression. And
Okay.
here it's 39 seconds. So for 13 extra seconds, I can get a lot more rendering look out of it without cranking it up to, 500 or something like that. I mean, this is based upon the 128 startup.
Okay.
So yes, you can go more, but like I said, if you're just trying to get some work done and that's all you're trying to do, then you don't need it yet. If you're trying to submit work to a director, yes, you're going to need it. Crank it on up, let it render overnight.
Yeah, so here's absolutely no need to go and be silly and set the render level to 2000, right?
Not if you're testing. If you're just trying to
Yeah.
learn Blender and that's what you're trying to do, no, you don't need it. Now, if you're trying to submit something to, and you want to get hired, well, yeah, but
Yeah, someone.
you need to find out how can you shave the time off. Otherwise, you miss the opportunity to be the first one to submit your offer.
Okay.
Yeah, time's of the essence in
Yeah.
theater. Oh, there we go. Well, I hope that
Speaking
was
of,
cool.
yes.
I hope everybody enjoyed that. So this is me and that is him, and we're signing